Stuart, good morning. What do you want to say?
Good morning, Jim. Good morning, Simon. At the end of the day, our hand's been forced, hasn't it? And the lad has said, he stated many times that he wanted to go into the Champions League. Conte's got ambition. Tottenham are building the squad. He made some good additions in January. At the end of the day, with the add-on, 60 million, I don't think we've done bad, considering where we finished at the end of the season. Had we been higher at the table, we might have got 70, 75 million. At the end of the day, we haven't lost on him. The lad's got ambition. I'm hearing other people saying, he rolls about on the floor. This is Evertonians now. But you couldn't fault his commitment. You couldn't fault the lad's commitment for Everton at the end of the day. We've had 4 years out of him. I was there for the Palace game when we stayed up. Amazing night. And, all the best to the lads, because we're where we are. We've got to keep Anthony Gordon. Let's get Pickford signed, and sealed. And if someone wants to come in, just to reiterate what you guys were saying, they're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay top whack for him. That's simple as that. But
Stuart, we like you. You've picked us right up, mate. Thank you very much indeed for that. What about Lyndon, who's a big Everton fan on Merseyside? Lyndon, good morning.
Good morning. I'd just like to Simon's comments before on Richarlison. £60 million is a bargain for what we paid for him, first and foremost.
How come?
Well, to me, he's an average player that spends too much time on his backside and not playing the whistle. There was times that you watch that man where, the referee's telling him to get up and the game's still going on. He's staring there, self-inflicted pain and all this onto himself.
Right. So
what you're saying,
to wave him off.
So what you're saying, Lyndon, Everton have done well getting 50, 60 million quid for him, or they've undersold him. What's your point?
Oh, they've done well, very well.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, but also I'd like to take you back what you said about Jordan Pickford. I'd get rid of him as well. I've never seen such an erratic goalkeeper in all my life, and he's England's number one. Basically, he was at fault for the 2 goals why we went down 2-0 against Crystal Palace. Getting beat on your near post so many times. He doesn't command his 6-yard box. The only thing that I can see that he does good is shot stopping and his kicking ability.
But Lyndon,
okay, Lyndon, if you wanted to sell him, who would you replace him with then?
Well, I'd go for someone like Nick Pope. I think he's tall.
Well, that ship has sailed. He's gone to Newcastle. Yeah, I mean, but Lyndon, there's not an argument that when you needed Pickford to do his job, he did it and played a major part in keeping you up.
I'm afraid to say, I've watched back on some of them games, and he's terribly erratic in the air. When you need to come and collect the ball and catch it, he punches it, and he puts the defence under pressure, which we basically had so many injuries.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel confident in front of him as a defender.
Listen, Lyndon, this is the first time I'm asking an Everton fan, but I'll do this. Would you be comfortable to see ownership pass from Mashiri to this man Kaminsky in the US?
Probably not, no. I'd just like to build on what they've got. The man's put his money where his mouth is, you know what I mean? The only thing that he has done wrong is you look at some of the players.
Yeah.
Well, Lyndon, what's he got right? Having been an owner, I know how easy it is to make mistakes, so I'm not looking to condemn him just for the sake of it. But besides getting the planning across Stanley Park, what's he got right?
Well, you know better than me because you've owned a club and things like that. The investment was right, but it was the way it was spent. And I think the wrong about it was Marcel Brands, and sacking all the other managers. The thing that he has got right is brought a youthful manager in with new ideas, fast-flowing football, hopefully, is next to come.
Listen, Lyndon, we enjoyed you. Thank you so much for your time. One more before we go. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. Steve, Evertonian, good morning, mate.
Yeah, just on the Richarlison thing, I think Everton have got a great deal out of it. He's a very patriotic lad, and his one focus next season will be playing for Brazil, which is halfway through the English football period.
Yeah.
I think his big focus will be on winning the World Cup for Brazil, and everything will come secondary next season. And I think 60 million for a player that's had a dozen good games over the last 3 or 4 years for Everton is great business. As long as Frank Lampard gets the money and he's able to invest it in players that he wants, let's all move on. Players come and go. You know,
I think that's right. I think that's absolutely right. It's not about getting this money in for Richarlison. It's about if Everton are going to redeploy it. Because if they take Richarlison out and don't replace him, then they're weaker as a result of it. They've got 50 million quid more, but they've got a weaker team.
Steve, do you think you speak on behalf of other Evertonians, incidentally? I mean, the feeling we're getting is you're quite happy that he's going, especially for the money.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not happy because the way the club's been run, but there's it's more so from the younger supporters. They idolise him, but, you know, I was brought up on Howard Kendall, Alan Ball and Colin Harvey and Peter Reid.
Yeah.
He's not fit to lace their boots. He's been here 3 years. He hasn't set the world on fire. He's moving on. We're getting 60 million. Shake his hand and say goodbye.
Good, Steve, I like that. Thank you so much.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.